Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Anbernic RG406V. We're going to stay on the Android side. We're going to check out some games and some other apps, see how it does, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts. Let's dive right in. Okay, so these new the new Anbernic RG406V, it runs on Android, so you can do everything on it. You could on your phone or your tablet. It's just got a smaller screen, and you've got your controller connected. I found when I used to travel for work that I could basically do everything except video call on it. So it kind of stopped. If I wanted to take games with me and stuff like that, I could just take this instead of grabbing my tablet. So like you've got these are some of the games I'm going to play today. I will have already gone through and set up the key mapping if I need to do that. I will do a quick explanation on the key mapping, but I'm not going to go in depth on that. But I'm also just going to go through. I'm going to show the Play Store quickly and Gmail and YouTube. All the emulators and stuff I'm going to stay away from today. And we'll just see how it works as an Android tablet. Okay? Okay, so first off, I'll just, you've got your Play Store. We'll go there first. And it works just like your tablet Play Store. You have all your search stuff down here. You can search anything you want. You can, if it doesn't work, it'll say won't work on this device. But your Play Store works just like everything else, and your B button is your back button. Okay. If you can't get out, you just hit that. Okay, and you have your Gmail. It just works just like your tablet Gmail. It shows all of your emails. You go in here and it shows you all of your other stuff there. So it is fine too. It works just like your regular email. Your thing is, now you can probably adjust this, I just haven't. But if you go in and you want to compose a new email, you do have a smallish keyboard, but I have a feeling that's because if it puts a keyboard down at the bottom, it'll take up the whole thing, but you do get used to the keyboard. I found I use like a key dabber, whatever you want to call it, to use the keyboard. Chrome, it's just like regular Chrome. You got your searches, you've got your save things. You know, you hit YouTube, it takes you right to YouTube. Okay.
These monsters have been getting too close to the city recently.
Okay, so I played, I tried to play a bunch of games. I only managed to get 6. Because what I found out, it's just like a lot of devices. Some programs aren't designed to run on this device. Like I downloaded Star Wars Hunters. It downloaded, but when I went to start it, it said, will not work on this device. I downloaded a COD game, same thing, would not work on this device. So, saying that it will play any game on the game store isn't quite accurate. It'll play games that are optimized and will work with this chipset, which is the T820, Unisoc T820. If the game isn't optimized to work on that chipset, you're probably not going to have any luck playing that game. But I did play Genshin Impact, which does play very well on this console, on this handheld. There is a lot of button mapping to set up on Genshin Impact, so be patient with setting up Genshin Impact, but once you get it set up, it will run really well. Marvel Future Fight, same thing. There's buttons to set up. It runs really well. I don't play these games that much. I stick to Diablo and a bunch of other games that I play. But so I did just play the intros and stuff like that. But Marvel Future Fight did play well once you get, again, button mapping set up. You are going to get really good with that button mapper if you're playing a lot of Android games. Need for Speed. I had a lot of trouble getting Need for Speed set up. Now, probably people out there that are going to laugh at me and say, oh, it's not hard. But Need for Speed, the only way I could get it to work was to use the gyro for turning left and right, and I got button B set up for the gas pedal. And then I used, if I needed to use the nitro or drift, I used the screen. So, but it does work, and it does work really well. Sounds great, plays really good. It is worth it. And if you mess around with it, you probably get it all to work fine. TMNT Shredder's Revenge is a game you download from the game store, but you have to have a Netflix account to play it, and it comes all mapped and set up. That one's easy. That one plays good. It's awesome. But you could play that on an Anbernic RG406V, I do believe it is. You could play it way back. You could probably play it, yeah. So that one's a no-brainer. Diablo Immortal. Anyone who watches this channel a lot knows I'm a complete Diablo nut. Diablo Immortal plays really well, and it plays just like it does on a handheld on any other thing. But again, it's just like Genshin Impact. A lot of key mapping you have to do to get it to work. So if you're going to play Diablo Immortal on the 406V, you're going to be getting good with the key mapper. But once you get the key mapper set up and get it working, it's flawless. No problem whatsoever. And then Horizon Chase. Horizon Chase, you just... I just set it up for the D-pad left and right and then the gas pedal. Pretty simple. It plays really good, and that one looks really good too. So those are the 5 games that I did play on here, and they worked really well. Come on back and I'll give you my final thought about Android on Anbernic RG406V. Okay, final thoughts on the Anbernic 406V using Android games and apps. I found that in the game store, not all games are optimized to work on the Unisoc T820 chip. So I would think you'll find more working than the other way around. And once they play, you're going to get really good with that key mapper. And once you get the key mapper done, games will work flawlessly. Or you could just use the screen. It's fine. If you want to use the screen to touch screen, that's fine too. But you do have this nice control pad down at the bottom here, which I think is which is worth getting to know how to use the key mapper. I think is key to this device. I also showed Gmail. That's on screen. It works just like anything else. I showed you your YouTube. It plays really good. And I showed Chrome. Chrome. It works just like it does on a tablet. And I do believe I showed the Play Store works just like it does on a tablet. The one drawback that I have found to the 406V that I think is a kind of a stumbling block. The screen, the touch screen, really sucks. Like when you need to get something from the edge of the screen, it's really tough. I've got to get a stylus to see if a stylus will work better. I don't have one. I was just using my finger. It could be the size of my finger. I don't know. But whenever I have to do anything on the edges of this screen, touchscreen, just does not work. I have not put the screen protector on for the simple reason that the touchscreen is so bad. Like for touching around, just around the edges. Like the center of the screen and all the middle is fine. But if you got to do something close to the edge, it's really tough to work. That would be the biggest drawback with gaming and using this as a touchscreen tablet type thing. But when it comes down to, you know, like if you find your favorite game and you can get it to work, and you probably will, it'll take some time. That key mapper takes time and patience. Once you have that time and patience done and you get the key mapper all done, I think it's good. I will be playing Diablo, I will be playing TMNT, and I'll probably play some Genshin Impact on this too. But I think it does work. I wouldn't say it is the definitive device for gaming on Android instead of your phone or your tablet. But if you only want to take one device that does all of it, you can probably get by for a week or so with this device. Not a stellar review, I guess, but it is a passing grade. But this device is more developed for emulation and stuff like that, where it shines, where it really shines is in the emulation and stuff like that. Android, it's passable. That's my final thoughts. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.